Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Zach. So I ran a little poll on my Discord server asking if any of y'all would be interested in a Discord Emoji All Stars Episode 2 commentary, and for the most part, everybody said, yeah, I'd be interested in it. I don't think that many people are gonna watch this, but I still wanted to make it either way because I wanted to give my thoughts on the episode and kind of just talk about the production for it, because truthfully, episode 2 did take a pretty long time to make for a 13-minute episode. But I mean, we got it done, so and Thunder would be here, but I kind of wanted to do this by myself because I have thoughts and I want to be able to like express them in a way, and I feel like I could do it better alone. So that's what we're doing. So here we are, Discord Emoji All Stars Episode 2. I just want to say that my thoughts are going to be very all over the place. This isn't going to be the most organized and clean, take of this. And this most likely will not be edited very much because, well, it's a lot of editing. I might cut out, like, quiet bits, but for the most part, this is just going to be me doing this raw, and just kind of talking about stuff. And giving you guys fun facts about the show. So fun fact number one, I am the one who video edits all the episodes. Going forward, Glizzy might video edit some episodes here and there. But for the most part, it's gonna be me. And I don't know why I don't really make a video credit, like video editor credit for myself, but if Thunder does video edit the episodes, I will make sure to credit him at least. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because this means that I'm the one who puts in all the background music for the episodes and all that stuff. Which brings me to fun fact number 2. So all of the background music, funny enough, is quite literally just Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach OSTs. I have no idea if anyone's noticed that, but if you come to the description here for this episode, you'll notice that like it's just a bunch of Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Ruined and Security Breach OSTs. That's all it is. It's just a bunch of OSTs, at least for this episode. Last episode I used maybe one or two other different types of background music. But for the most part, it's quite literally just from Security Breach. And the reason for this is because I don't like dealing with copyright, and it's really annoying to deal with on YouTube. So to avoid it, I just went with Security Breach because I knew the OSTs weren't copyrighted. Anyways, enough of the blabbers. Let's get into this.
And I don't even know why they didn't think to.
So this.
Oh, I don't know. Turn around?
I'm gonna turn this down a bit so I can hear myself.
Yeah.
So this scene was animated by Jack W. Animations, which is why the art style is drastically different, which is something I notice a lot of people point out. I truthfully really love Jack's scenes a lot. They're very, very well animated.
Oh my god. Of course you're here too.
I love this line from Monte because it sounds like he's saying, oh my god, but he's actually not. He's like, oh my god. And Thunder was the one who wrote this line. We're doing this thing in the show where like whenever they say oh my god, it's like in BFDI it's replaced with like something related to like how they were made. And I wish I could say that I remember what Gord actually kind of relates to for Mate here. Hi, me in the future here. So I decided to search up what gourd means, and according to Google here, it's referring to large fruits with hard skins and some varieties of the fruits being edible. So I'm assuming gourds are just put within mate. So yeah. But I don't know much about how mate, like the actual drink, is made. But because for context, all the characters are Thunders. Well, this includes Mate, so I don't know. Thunder did a lot of revising to the script, so I might have written one thing, but then he probably went in last minute and like kind of changed it around a bit. But I don't know. It's just something I kind of like a lot.
Hush now, no time for sarcasm. It's time for the elimination.
Well, I guess I should get going then.
The snail makes the return. Yes, I reused animation. Ooh, scary. I wasn't gonna add the snail in, but like fucking. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to swear there. But like, as a joke, it's like an inside joke within like the crew or like with other people, because like just randomly in one of Thunder's scenes, like in episode 1, he just added in this snail, and like Dice was just interacting with it. So now it's just like this visual gag in the show, and honestly, I love it a lot. So I put it in whenever like someone was like, "Oh, you should put the snail in again. That'd be funny." Ooh. Oh, one more thing. I was the one who actually made the bench asset, all the angles. Jack in his scene did some placeholder shots for the bench as well, so he helped with that. I guess I probably should have credited him for that, but I forgot to. So my bad on that.
Ooh, can I host the elimination?
Magic wand.
Wand? Oh, it's time to wake up, sleepyheads.
Okay, I'm awake.
Oh, hey.
I love Bova Tea and Lipstick. Oh my god, I love their ship. I just want to say that like I was kind of the one who just randomly put it in. Admittedly, when we were first writing episode 1, these two being together kind of just wasn't a thing up until I just randomly made them kiss in the background in one of my scenes. Despite the fact that these are Thunder's characters, I did kind of help in episode 1, like flesh them out a bit and give them more personality. Like Lipstick quite literally just didn't have anything going for her up until I kind of just came in and just made some stuff for Lipstick. Which isn't a bad thing, you know. It's awesome, you know. The characters having like diversity and stuff. I genuinely love being able to include like, you know, these type of relationships and shows, because I mean, looking back on Object Cookie, I tried to do stuff like this, but I couldn't pull it off for the life of me. So it's also really cool to see all of y'all's feedback to this. It's great. I love it so much. Okay, sorry. Let's continue.
Let's go, everyone. Welcome.
Ooh, okay, this is interesting. Okay, so the background was actually made by Thunder. He was the one who kind of like set it up and everything. However, these objects right here, these will change depending on who's up for elimination or which team's up for elimination. So these are kind of just random things that I put together for each of the characters. So let's just... Okay, so here we got some... oh wait, hold on. There we go. Okay. So, so Dice is obviously a pretty light character, so I put Dice on the present because I thought it'd be kind of cool. Mate, I didn't really know what exactly to sit Mate on. For some reason, I just kind of imagined Mate just sitting on a chair, just a standard chair, nothing more, nothing less. So I just slammed him onto that. And then for football, I quite literally just put him on a stump because of how his personality is. He's like this, you know, oh yeah, I'm a jock, you know, and all that stuff. And I don't know, I put him on the stump. I don't know what to tell you. And then these two are on this couch because it's a love seat, so that's why I put those two on there. And then Virus is just sitting on a toilet because he's just really... Oh, someone texted me. Wait, hang on. Sorry about that. But Virus is just sitting on the toilet because, you know, where do you go if you have to vomit? The toilet. And, you know, Virus vomits all the time. And I'm sure somebody out there fucking mistook Virus, you know, being on the toilet for something else, and I'm not gonna say what it is. Thunder also put this TV asset together.
Elimination. Your failure to do the challenge has led you here today.
And we all know who to blame.
Right, Virus?
Burrito!
This came out so much better than I thought it would. Okay, I'm sorry. This is a random detail. I love it when object shows do this thing where they get all the characters and actually have them say something together in a group. Like, whether it'd be like, yeah, no, or something like that. I wrote this part. The virus part was written by Thunder, but the part where everybody is like, and we all know who to blame, right, virus? That was written by me. And I remember writing it, and I was just like, I really hope this comes out the way I want it to. And it did. It was just perfect. This couldn't have been executed any more better than it is. I'm just so happy with it. I don't know. It's just like when you're making something like this, like whenever you're putting together a show like this, whenever something just works and it's exactly what you imagined it to be, it is like one of the best feelings in the world. I love these moments so much. You have no idea. Okay, let's continue. Watch this show.
That's right.
Ooh, cool camera perspective.
1,898.
Dude, I'm being serious. I don't know how this happened. I just don't. Like, before this Rampage battle, episode 6, we only got like maybe 200 or 300 votes. And I was happy with that. This is like insane. This is insane. Discord Emoji All-Star had no reason to blow up the way it did. That is quite literally almost 2,000 votes. That means 1,898 of you went to the Google form and voted. This is insane, dude. I mean, like what? There's so many. And episode 2 is no different. We're already like at the 1K mark for votes. I'm like, what the fuck? God, I can't even fathom the amount of support that Discord Emoji All-Star has gotten. It's so undeserved. But man, I am so happy that y'all like the show. You have no idea. It makes the amount of hours and time I put into, these scenes and it makes what me and Thunder come together to make so much more worth it when there's actually people out there who genuinely just enjoy our stuff. And God, you guys have no idea. It just warms my heart. God, thank y'all, really. I know I haven't said it enough, but you guys have no idea how much stuff like this actually means to me. I mean, it's just amazing just seeing stuff like this. So again, for any of you watching this video, thank you. You guys are so fucking cool. You have no idea. Okay, let's continue.
Was it me?
That's right, football. You're the first save with 412 votes.
This was also a shocker, by the way. Football being the first save is crazy. I don't know. Me and Thunder think that a bunch of y'all got confused with it being a vote to save or vote to eliminate. But honestly, the more I'm looking at it, this kind of makes sense. There's a lot of people who really like football as a character, which is really interesting. It was I expected Boba Tea or Lipstick to be one of the first save, and to be honest, I was kind of hoping that they would, but
12 votes.
Also, this part was just randomly added in the audio editing phase, and we just kind of slammed it in the episode.
Why is that man so angry?
Dice and Mate with 401 and 350 votes, respectively.
I will say, some of my animation in some of these scenes, I didn't point it out with the bro doing a stanky leg part, but the way I animate some of these scenes is kind of inspired by certain things. This animation in particular was inspired by Carrie's style, where it's heavily expressive with the way the limbs move and the recoil of it, and all that stuff. I don't remember what inspired me to do that whole stanky leg animation thingy. I don't remember it, because I animated some of these scenes months and months ago. So
we're down to our bottom 3: Boba Tea, Lipstick, and Virus.
One of the many reasons why I prefer editing the episodes myself is because I add in random things last minute to the episode to make them pop out more. So
Boba Tea, Lipstick, and Virus.
those 3 sound effects were added in during the editing phase of this episode. I don't know why. It was just I was editing the episode, and then randomly out of nowhere I thought to myself, "Hey, wait a minute. What if I just like added in a sound effect whenever like, you know, they would appear on the screen?" And I was just like, "Hang on, that might actually work." And it did. It was awesome. So, little things like that. I mean, they matter so much more than people really even realize,
All wrong.
Lipstick, it's okay. At least you're still in. Try not.
Oh, wait, hold on. I just realized, major mistake on my end. We did not include the amount of votes that Boba Tea got, so I'm gonna just pull them up real quickly just so you guys can see them. Okay, so we got these votes. So Boba Tea received 175 votes, and Lipstick received 267 votes. That is such a major gap. I can only imagine why Boba Tea wasn't voted that much, and I'm assuming it's because of like the way she talks and her personality in general, but it was so upsetting to me whenever Boba Tea got out. I was like, no, the lesbian couple, they got split up. It's terrible. No.
I believe in you, bestie.
I'm not gonna lie, that didn't really come out exactly how I wanted it to, at least when I initially wrote it. But it did come out pretty well, so I am still happy with it.
I'm not a murderer. I just wanted to punch back and put her in her place.
Wait, is that a blue hue? What? What is that?
Still not cool what you did to Umbrella.
I'm not a murderer. I just wanted to punch back and put her in her.
Where did that come from? Why is it blue there at the bottom? What? That I don't even know what to say about that. I was about to comment on what football was about to say and how like actually vulgar it was. I wrote this part. I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly. But I wanted it to sound vulgar coming from football because I wanted him to be really annoyed with what Disco Ball was saying, about him being a murderer and all that stuff. Couldn't really find background music to make this fit. Admittedly, I probably could have added a bit more to the animation here, like while I was finalizing it to make it pop out more, but I didn't really think about it too much.
Be quiet, Mate. I'm trying to start the intro. Okay. Intro time.
I want to just say this real quick. The reason the intro music was actually changed was because the music in episode 1 was actually copyrighted, and admittedly I found out about it a bit more quickly than others did, but the reason it wasn't replaced then was because I couldn't find a remix of the intro song up until like in the middle of episode 2's production. Plus I was originally going to have someone, like I was actually going to pay for someone to actually like make a remix of the intro music, but I couldn't find anyone to actually ask. So when I found this, I was like, oh, okay. And I just kind of slammed it in the FOA and just adjusted the animation a bit. So yeah. For those of you who were wondering about that, that's why we changed it. We just didn't want to get into any copyright issues with anyone.
So what's the next challenge?
Great question.
So what is it?
Look back, it's a visual gag, yeah. And also, to be honest with you, when I was writing this scene, I was sort of referencing Battle and Rampage Battle. Oh yeah, I am so selfish. Slash J. Okay, anyways, good. Let's continue.
Your next challenge is a relay. One of your team members
I
will
love
be handed
animating
a
these.
toothbrush. Said player will run with the toothbrush and deliver it to another teammate. The teammate will then repeat the process. This will go until the last teammate carries the toothbrush to the finish line.
That's not fair, though.
Come again?
Football's team has less players, so, like, how's this gonna work?
Funny story about these lines that Stopwatch have here. I don't know if you noticed, but Stopwatch sounds a bit more tired and quiet than normal. I actually had to adjust Stopwatch's volume here for it to match with everyone else's. But the reason he sounds like that is because when I was recording Stopwatch's lines, I missed these lines somehow. And when I was audio editing this scene, I was like, wait a minute, I didn't do these lines. So, like, I had to, like, quickly grab, like, my pop filter and, like, kind of put these lines together. I don't think anyone really noticed it, to be honest with you, but it's just something I wanted to point out anyways. Also, another thing I want to point out is this challenge was by Thunder. It was his idea, and he was the one who, like, wrote and set up most of it. Like, all of it, actually, for that matter. Because I was just so confused on how exactly we were going to execute this. So I kind of just let him take the lead on it. I'm sure there was probably a better way to handle the whole, oh, football's team has one less player thing. Because honestly, I wasn't even thinking about it. So I don't know. Oh, I just want to say, I reuse a lot of animation whenever I'm putting together scenes for Discord Emoji All-Star. Mainly animations that I've made, or any of the crew members have made. This is quite literally reused animation from just one episode. I just... or no, the go in the background, like the background, that was reused from just one episode. But Top Hat's animation is newer, so. Oh man, you have no idea how happy I was with this. Okay, it's not the way they're like, you know, flying off. It's the smoke that they leave behind. I was so happy with it. I spent like almost an hour making this piece of animation, and man, I love it so much. It's not professional by any means, but man, I am just so happy with the way it came out. It's just perfect. I love it so much.
You might as well give up. It's
The
obvious
running
that my
animations
team's
here
gonna
could have
win.
been better.
Over Umbrella's dead body.
Why, you little?
Not this quick! Football's coming to kick you into the...
Little fun fact about this part of the scene. When I was animating this, I actually completely forgot that Disco Ball was holding the toothbrush in his hand. And that he was supposed to give it to Cactus at some point. And I was about to, like, completely, like, finish up the scene and just close it, but my friend Painted Comfort, like, pointed out that Disco Ball didn't have the toothbrush in his hand, because I was animating this part of the scene in VC, like in a voice chat on Discord, and I was like, oh, frick, how am I supposed to do this? And Peyton suggested to just, like, have the toothbrush kind of just, like, fly over, like, into Cactus's hand, which is why it was done this way. So just a little something I wanted to point out.
Not this quick! Football's coming to kick you into the stratosphere!
What?
Oh my god, this piece of animation. Oh man. This quite literally lagged Adobe so badly. And also the amount of jokes relating the way I drew the mouth to, like, Has-Been Hotel. I could see it, but, like, you piece of shit. I wanted football to look as intimidating as I can make him look here, so yeah.
So, how's it going with you?
Things are good. I just kind of wish I was on your team.
I hate to debunk this ship, because I know some people actually probably ship Dice and Umbrella together because of this scene. I'm sorry. It's like kind of break this to anyone who would do ship these two together, but Dice is canonly straight. Dice is like one of the only real canon characters to like be just straight. So I remember like when I was animating this scene for the first time, I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh man, everyone's probably gonna think that this is me trying to, or this is us trying to hint towards them being like a lesbian couple, but it's actually not. The reason Dice wants to be on Umbrella's team is because she wants to be like closer to Disc, and that's one of the reasons why, and also because her and Umbrella are pretty decent friends. So there's that.
Let's go.
Oh, that was another thing I added last minute, was that little zapping effect, like whenever Football's kind of like twitched his eye there.
Hey, Lipstick, do you think there's a prize for winning the show? I hope it's something cool, like a magic 8-ball or ice cream. Oh, a hairbrush.
This is definitely one of my more favorite scenes that Thunder has done for this episode. I kind of just like the facial expressions and the way he animated it. I don't know why, it just looks really good. Ah, I can finally address this. Okay, so first off, I was the one who animated this scene, obviously. You can tell by the art style. However, the first 6 seconds of this scene was not animated in Adobe Animate. In fact, this scene was actually animated in Flip-A-Clip, like the first 6 seconds of it. And that's why the scene looks a little different than the other scenes, or like the other parts of the scene. And the reason it was animated in Flip-A-Clip was because I was at school and I was like, oh man, I wish I could work on Discord Emoji All-Star. And I was like, oh, well, I have Flip-A-Clip. Might as well give it a try. So I did. And I decided to just keep it in the episode because the animation really wasn't that bad. I mean, it wasn't great, but,
Puh.
Ew. Was that in your mouth?
Yeah.
Ugh. That is disgusting.
And this is the part where it goes back to Adobe, so.
Proof to Football that you aren't useless.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, this scene took
I'm
me
so
like
close.
a week or two to do.
Just a little. Okay, what is that? Oh my god!
And yes, I was the one who made this front-facing view a virus. Sorry. I don't know why I keep stuttering, but yeah. Admittedly, this definitely could have been animated a bit better, but by the time I got to this part of the scene, I was just kind of growing tired of working on this episode, so.
Magic Hat, I need your help.
What's wrong, my little friend?
It's Umbrella. She's heavily damaged.
Well, don't worry.
Man, poor
I can
Umbrella
fix
always
her.
getting killed, I mean, fuck.
And that you are, Umbrella.
Admittedly, the scene could have definitely been like more fleshed out and like animated better, but the reason it wasn't was because this was like the very last scene of the episode that I animated. Because like before we got to the editing stage, I came home from school, and scene 21 was partly animated by Sizzleflix, but Sizzle only did like 2 seconds of his scene. And I didn't really want to give it to anyone else because I knew it would take forever and there wasn't a guarantee that they actually would finish the scene. So it was kind of just down to me to finish it. And I finished the scene. Like, I finished Sizzle's scene pretty quickly. So then I moved over to another scene. And then I finished that one. And I did another scene. I did 4 scenes in one day. And that was just because I got tired of animating the episode. And this was one of those scenes that I just threw together in like an hour or two and just finished real quickly. So there's that, I guess. Probably shouldn't have said that because it probably ruins like, some of the animation in this episode, but most of the animation towards the end was the part that I rushed, at least. But I mean, at the end of the day, at least the episode's finished, so there's that. Anyways, I don't know, it's just something I felt like adding in. Mental health is important. Do not spend your mental health on working on an object show. It's just not worth it sometimes. Take breaks. Take breaks. That is the biggest takeaway I want all of you to take away from what I do here. Please take breaks. It is so important. Thank you.
Here we go.
Ooga booga!
Yeah, there's Sizzle's thing, and this mask set, I made it myself. I think it's really cool, you know? Courage the Cowardly Dog reference. Y'all like that? No? I don't know. I thought it was cool. I really did.
Right, buddy?
Yeah, man.
It's beautiful. Oh, I forgot to mention, Scene 21 is completely written by Thunder. He wrote this last scene by himself because I think like we got to it and I was just like, I want you to do this. So that's kind of just where this character came from, and I forgot to credit Thunder for voicing this character because that's who voices it. Sorry, I don't know how I forgot that, but hopefully I don't forget small things like that going forward. So my fault. That is completely on me, and I'm sorry. But yeah. But yeah, that is that is Discord Emoji All Stars episode 2, my little developer commentary. Yeah. I'll be honest with you guys. This was the hardest episode to make out of the two by far. Episode 1 was pretty easy, but we got to episode 2, and both me and Thunder had a lot of personal problems in and out of both of our lives that really prevented us from working on this and focusing on it. So, you know, I'm really glad that episode 2 is finished, though. Admittedly, I wasn't very happy with it, like, when it was first finished. But honestly, now that I'm rewatching it and I'm really looking through all the feedback that we got for the episode, I'm really happy with, you know, how the episode came out and all that good stuff. So yeah, I think that's really about it. I don't want to drag this video out like super long because I do want this to at the very least be like watchable. I want people to actually like see what I'm talking about, you know. But yeah. To anyone who actually took the time to watch this video, thank you. I know I can be a bit boring with my rambling, and I know I can slur my words a lot. But it was kind of cool to really sit down and just kind of talk about stuff like this, because it's been a while since I've really made a video that's genuinely just me talking and not just me putting on some voice. Hey guys, it's me, Mate. Ooh, scary. Anyways, but again, thank you guys for stopping by and watching, and hope you all have a good day. Yeah, you know, or good night, or good evening, or good in the middle of the night. I don't know when you're watching this. Okay, goodbye.